So I'm just at 20 Shakleton Road on the 31st of July 2023, just doing the moving inventory. So I'm already in the property and I'm on the first floor heading into the large bedroom. So I'm just outside, the door frame is white with no damage, and then the ceiling is also white with no cobwebs, no leak marks, no stains, no paint peeling. Light bulb working and present, and I'm just going to do the door. The door has no damage with a coat hook present. Very sturdy. Just close the door. So that open and close is fine. And then you do have some pencil marks present. And I'm just going to go up and down the walls, showing you the condition, that they're white, clean, wooden frame around the light switch. You have good condition of the walls, a 3-door freestanding wardrobe with no concerns above the window. It's clean. The curtains are on the bed at the moment. The left of the window, it's clean. Just halfway through the window you do have a different type of texture present. And then underneath it's clean with no cause for concern. The windowsill has no damage, however tired looking. And you do have your paper has peeled on that section. And then right. And then the window is clean from the inside with no cause for concern. Clean on the outside with no damage. And then just going to keep going up and down the walls. Clean condition, no damage. It's slightly patchy. And then above the bed you have a nail. You have a wooden frame with new clean mattress protector. With no concerns. This is just our inventory box. And then I'm going to keep going around. You do have a small hole in the wall. And then just going to keep going down. And then we're back at the door. You have a small section which is tiled with no damage, with a white small table. Flooring is clean, all been hoovered and mopped with no damage, no hairs, no dust, no cause for concern. Okay, so the wardrobe, slightly tired looking around the handle. Shelves are empty, backboard is not connected. You have net curtain present if you would like to add this yourself. Again, backboard, bowing. And then you have drawer, clean and empty, clean and empty. That drawer had no handle, not to be able to open. I'm just going to pop the light off. And then going to head into the second bedroom. So the door with no damage, open and close is fine. Just looking on the left side, it's just the cutout of the door here, but with no concerns. Oh, let's just check. Yeah, and then doesn't close because of the coat hook, so I'm just going to pop this off and close the door. So this is slightly dusty towards the top. There you go. So the door open and close is fine with no concerns. That's behind the door. Bit of pencil here, and some white marks are present, but there is no damage. Ceiling is clean, white, with no cobwebs, no stain-like marks, no paint peeling, no mould. Light bulb is working with a small shade fitted. So you have a purple-like wall with a picture frame. And it's slightly discoloured on the wall here. And above, white wall, curtains attached. And underneath, windowsill with no damage, clean required. And then you have your window is clean from the inside and out. Just move the curtains along. Then you have back to your pink wall. A few marks are present, but no concerns. Above the wardrobe, 3-door wardrobe present. And then inside the boiler unit, this is the CO alarm. Testing, working fine. 21 degrees on the boiler. Let's do the door. Door is with no concerns. Door does close properly. And the door, the outside, small little gap where the handle is. Slightly white towards the top, but above it's clean with no concerns. You do have yellow stainage on your skirting boards. And the flooring has all been hoovered with no hairs, no stains, no footwear marks. And you do have further yellow marks on the skirting board. Wooden bed frame with a mattress with a yellow sheet fitted with no stains. In the landing, clean flooring with no concerns. And then the walls just going to go up and down. This was recently painted in white. Light bulb working and present. With no furniture marks, no handprints, no damage, just the left hand side looking up. Again, no furniture marks, no handprints. And no damage. That's just the door frame. And I'm just going to step on this step and then look right. Continue doing the walls, showing you it's clean with no concerns. And then the ceiling has no paint stain, no mould, no paint peeling. Light bulb is working and present. And then just behind me, you have your fire alarm, which I'm going to test. Working and present, slightly patchy wall. And then just going to stand on this step again and look left, showing you the condition of the banister rail, securely attached to the wall with no concerns. And even if you're looking down, there's no handprints present here. No handprints, obviously when you're walking down it's clean. You do have a picture hook in the middle, and then I'm just going to focus on the flooring, showing there's no burn marks, no threads visible, no signs of uplifting. And then you also get to see the left and right of the walls as well, showing you there's no dust on the skirting boards. Just continue going down, no stains. If I stop here and look up, obviously it's two different colours, but it is clean with no concerns, no damage, no handprints, no marks, no exposed plaster. And I'm just going to continue going down and then walk back on myself. There you go. So showing you a different angle that it's clean with no cause for concern. No furniture marks, no handprints, no leak marks, no plaster exposed. And I'm just going to head straight into the front area. And do the front. So I'm just outside the front garden. Windows are clean from the inside, no concerns. The door is blue, paint is peeling in areas. Green bin, items present. Blue bin, items present. And then you also have a brown bin. I don't think this is our brown bin though. That's just towards the side. The bush is maintained to a satisfactory level, and then we're going to head on in. So I'm just going to head straight on in. As you can see, there's no footwear marks or stains. I'm just going to push the door open, step on this mat, and then open the door so you can see it's slightly tight looking here, but overall acceptable condition. The door open and close is fine. Do have a couple of holes towards the top. The silver fitting of the letterbox. So I think I'm just going to do the living room first, and then I'll move to the dining area. Just put my shoes off. So the ceiling is white, clean, with no paint marks, no mould, no paint peeling, no stains, no visible leaks. Lights are working. You've got 5 bulbs all currently present with no damage to the fixture of the fittings. And then I'm just going to I'll do the walls first, then come around out the window. So there's no damage to the walls, no paint peeling, no plaster exposed. Sofa, leather-like, with no damage. Above, it's clean with no damage, no concerns. I'm just going to stop at this line, the wall here, and go up on the archway. And then the mirror attached securely to the wall with no damage. Fireplace is painted black and clean. Fireplace itself, the tiles, you can see where it's been wiped down. Clean condition. Single-seater sofa with no visible damage. Mirror attached securely to the wall. The walls are clean. You do have a scuff mark here. And then textured wall with photo frame present. Glass table, stable with no damage. And then you have 2 floor length curtains with tie backs attached. Just going to lift it up. It's clean. Left, it's clean with no, that's just the letterbox, no paint peeling, with a white net curtain which is split into 2 with no damage. Windows are clean with no concern. Brown frame. That's the right side. Lift it all up. There you go. Clean with no concerns. Just going to push the curtain back. And the flooring has been hoovered. Do have a stain here with no hairs and no visible dust. So it's all been hoovered. There's, I'm obviously walking barefoot. There's no hairs, no bits. And I'm just going to go over to the dining room section. So the ceiling is white with no paint peeling, no mould, no leaks, no cobwebs. Light fitting. Oh, that's that side. This is behind the door. 5 all working and present with no damage or dirt around the light fitting. And I'm just going to start on this wall showing you it's clean with no concerns. Stable shelves, unit. Light bulbs are present, so you're more than welcome to change your light bulbs once they go out. And then you do have a crack in the plaster above left of the radiator. Shelves are clean. Dining table is a bit loose. I will speak to the landlord about this as well. Chairs stable, however clean required. Just continue with the other chairs. They are stable, however clean required. Just open this one up. And then above, glass is clean with no damage. You've got a picture present. Behind the door is clean with no concerns. You have one small speckle of white paint. And I'm just going to tilt the camera, showing you going up and down the walls. No cobwebs, no black scuff marks, no furniture marks. However, you do have scuff marks towards the bottom here, but there's no cause for concern. And then left of the mirror, you've got a small little line of black scuff marks just above, and then right, slightly patchy but clean. And then the mirror with a silver frame, stable. So I'll get the cleaners to clean this as well, just to freshen it up. It is okay, but just obviously if they're going to be here, they can just freshen the mirror in the dining room up as well. So storage under the stairs, white door with black fittings. Let's just do the bolt. Confirm whether the bolt works, or I've just pushed it in too much. Yep, bolt is working and the hook is also working. Let's open that. You do have a couple of handprints around the hook, but there's no damage. There's no concern. So if I just open this up, I'll show you inside. So at the moment you do have two hoovers, which are just all going to both be tested to see which one is the best one, because one may be put upstairs for you to use. Then you've got walls which are slightly textured in places, as you can see, but there's no damage, and you've got plaster dust towards the bottom. Meters are here. Meters will be taken once before I leave. And then you have the inside of the door, which is orange. Just pop it open. Just be careful when you do open the door, make sure it doesn't hit the unit, because you are going to cause damage to the door. So as you can see, there's no damage at the moment, but if you open it and keep it held too much or put too much pressure on, you will damage obviously the door and the unit. So I'm just going to hook this back on and then continue with the wall. So you got no damage on the wall whatsoever, no furniture marks, no handprints. You've got a smart meter which you're more than welcome to use. And then we're back at the CO alarm. So I'm just going to test the CO alarm. That is working, and you do have plaster exposed right of the thermostat. And then just going up where I stopped from the living room, you do have a couple of scuff marks which are present, and handprints are also present around the light fitting. So I've done the floor, I'm just going to do the laminate. So the laminate is with no damage. You do have one black scuff mark, and that's when you open the door. If I just put my foot there, you can see the size of it and zoom in. So it's quite faint, but I think that should probably where the door, yeah. I'm just going to move the table and chairs forward just so you can see behind. I'll just pop the chairs out so you also get to see the walls as well. There you go, clean, with no damage from any of the chairs. You can see the table hasn't caused damage to the wall either. However, you do have a bit of paint peeling in line with the table on the door frame. The table itself has been wiped down clean with no mug stains, no burn marks, no damage. It just needs to be tightened, which obviously will be done, but there's no visible damage. So I'm just going to do one last look video of the living room, showing you it's all been recorded. Just going to stand in front of the front door, so just so it captures the whole room, so all parties are aware of the current move-in condition. So I'm just going to head to the kitchen. So I'm just going to head into the rear garden. So as you can see, there's no personal items, no rubbish, no weeds. The branches are all maintained, they've all been cut. The gate is secure, the bolt at the bottom with no damage. We're just waiting for the gardener to pop and maintain the garden. A receipt will be provided to you to confirm the works have been done. Just going to continue walking. You can see there's no weeds, no personal items. Obviously you've got two green chairs for your use. Just going to turn back on myself. And then I'm going to do the shed. So we are aware of the shed door towards the bottom. That will be resolved at some point. There's a lawnmower for your use, a trimmer for your use as well. Just going to head different angle of the garden. As you see, again, this will be maintained. We just wait for the garden, obviously it's raining today, for the garden to come and maintain the lawn. Again, full receipt will be provided to confirm the works have been done and to a satisfactory level, but there's no visible weeds. It's all been swept. And we're just going to head on back in. So the bathroom window, tiled looking sill, tiled looking frame, the door with no damage to the glass, slightly tiled towards the bottom, just the paint's looking tired. Just going to step on in and close the door. So the door open and close is fine, locks fine with an additional bolt towards the top. You have a white net curtain with no damage, no tears. If I just lift it up, you can get to see the glass is clean. But however, you do have handprints towards the side. There's no damage, like a pink. So the board's been painted pink, and you've got a bit of paint peeled towards the bottom. Ceiling is white, with no mould present, and the light is working and bulb is present. If I stand here, I'll do the door to storage, so got a gap in the door itself, currently closed. If I just zoom the other side. And then if I open this as well, I'll do the inside. So you do have various items present, which you're welcome to use during your tenancy. And the door. So just noted that on the front. And then no damage. No marks, no furniture marks. You do have paper peeling on the corner, and the nail above it's clean, and then behind with no damp, no mould, no furniture marks, clean condition. Door to the bathroom, this could do with a clean, but with no damage. And then that's the wall in front of the kitchen. Flooring, this needs hoovering, well, mopping I should say. Not required, but with no damage. Bathrooms, I'm just going to head on to the bathroom. So the door, open and close is fine. Open and close with gold handle. Just going to pop the light on in here. Turn this light off. There you go. Ceiling with no mould. No paint peeling. Light bulb working and present in white. So the door, like I said, open and close is fine with no visible damage, no watermarks. And then I'm just going to turn around and go up and down. I'm going to do the tiles first and then do the walls and the radiator. Tiles are white with white sealant that's just been redone around the bath, and white clean grout. There's no cracks, no damages. Just continuing around the tiles. No handprint marks, no splashes, no grease signs. Lovely. And then we have your bathtub, which is white sealant. No hairs towards the drain, no line scale present, clean condition. However, on the bath panel there is slight damage towards the bottom. It's starting to bow. And then you have your hand basin with white sealant. Left side working fine, right side also working fine. There's no blockage, no hairs. Just a sink could do with an additional clean, but again no blockage. Oh, Yeah, tap works fine, just needs a bit more pressure just to close it. Toilet, with no hairs or dust, flush is fine. Clean, slightly wobbly, slightly loose. And then the window frame, paint white with no damage, however you have rust above and the paint's starting to peel. Sill is clean with both sides white sealant. Unit is empty, ready for you to use. And the mirror, I'm going to request for this to be cleaned again. And then you have your white walls. So if I just start above, overall there's no paint peeling, there's no mould, room's been ventilated enough for the no mould to appear. Just need to make sure it's ventilated during use. And you can see where the old hook used to be. There's no mould on the hook or rust appearing. Shower curtain not present, however shower curtain rag is present. Flooring, we call black tiled. This is going to be cleaned as well, but you can see there is no damage, no cracks. Just double checking, no cracks. And then the radiator, again, this is going to be cleaned. At the current moment, rust is appearing and dust at the bottom. However, we'll just arrange access with yourself if the cleaners don't come beforehand. And then let's head on into the kitchen. So I'm just going to head into the kitchen. So I've done the outsole of the door from the living room / dining room to the kitchen. So this is the inside of the door. So the door doesn't close at the moment. However, that is being investigated. You can see the door has no, I'm just going to zoom out, has no damage. I'm just holding it because it keeps bouncing back. So I wouldn't be able to get their full recording. And then if I just face the ceiling. So the ceiling is white with no paint peeling. No grease splashes, just above, it's above the units. And the light bulb is working and present with no marks or dust around the fitting. So I'm going to do the walls first. So if I close this door to the stairs, with no damage, no furniture marks, no handprints. You've got a lock here as well. If I just scooch the door closed, there you go, the open and close is fine. With no damage, gold fittings, slight gap between the door frame and the wall, but that's no cause for concern. The wall itself is clean. Obviously the bin's here, and you can see there's no grease-like marks, scuff marks, or any concerns on the wall. A slightly different texture, but it's fine. Above the units, and then above the fridge, again, slightly different texture. We think there is an issue from next door that's being investigated. It's the door to the rear of the property with no concerns. You do have a paint splash in the middle. That doesn't fully close in. I think that's because of the doorstep. But if you have a look at the doorstep as well, it's cracked with a nail present. So if I stand on the outside, it's because of the nail that it's not closing. And then behind, the same with the radiator, as I said in the bathroom, that is being investigated. It's stable condition. As you can see, it's slightly rusty towards the top and dust is present. And then the unit walls above, you can see left and right of the cook on the walls, there's no grease splashes. Keep going around above the window, there's no paint peeling, there's no mould. And then left, you do have 3 blue marks right in the corner if I zoom in. Right there. And then the window with no damage, no cracks. Glass isn't smashed, it's all secure. And then this is right, no handprints, no grease-like marks. Different texture, but clean condition above the door. And then left of the door, you can see there's no, if I tilt the camera, you can see it's white with no handprints, no grease-like marks, no scuff marks, and no damage. I'm going to do the tiles now. So you can see they are white tiles with a few orange tiles in random places, but the grout is white with silver beading. You have white sealant with no cracks and no damages. So again, white And then you do have your few, this is just my box, a few orange tiles in place, silver beading, silver beading with white sealant, sorry. And then you have your fridge, freezer, Beko. So this will be wiped down towards the front, but there is no dents towards the freezer. There's one dent in the fridge here, but this fridge will be wiped down, ready for you to use. Inside is empty and ready to be used. You've got your 2 drawers, no cracks on the outside, no odour. And then the freezer, all 4 drawers, 1, 2, 3, 4 present. Do have a slight crack here in the top one, but they're all empty, all defrosted, no items present, no odour. Doors also clean with no concerns. I do think the rubber could do an additional clean, which I'll speak to them about. And then we have I'll close this door, worktop. So you can see that I've done the sealant already. That's all white with no grease marks and no splashes. If I just do behind the microwave, pull the microwave forward, and you can see that door just keeps banging on the radiator as well. So just need to take extra care when you are opening and closing this door. The door itself doesn't get damaged, or the radiator itself doesn't get damaged. At the moment, there's no damage present, but you just need to keep an eye on that going forward. So the worktop, what's this? Oh, just clean required. See, look, it's going to bang again. So if I just pull it myself, there you go. Clean required. And then you have your hob, which is Indesit, 4 burners. Let's put them on. And then whilst that's lighting up, you have your extractor fan. Light is working. The extractor fan is also working. And then all 4 burners are working. And all heating up fine. So I'm just going to turn them off. There's no strong odour that comes from it. And then we have your oven, which is fitted, grease present. No items present, but clean required. So this is what the cleaners are going to come and clean as well. This is another item. So on the outside does need a clean. They'll either be doing that today or tomorrow. If not, they'll make contact with yourself for access. And then we'll either come round ourselves to do the video recording of what's been cleaned, so we know at the end of tenancy, or we will obviously get the receipt proof, which will be signed by yourself, just to confirm the clean has been done, so you know how to return the property end of tenancy. Water's running fine, present, taps moving left and right, that's fine. I do need to just confirm with the landlord. I think there could be a possible leak on the right hand side tap. Speak to the landlord about that before I leave. White drying rack with stainless steel sink. Just going to continue round. So this is obviously where the microwave was, so this is going to be cleaned as well. And then you have your freestanding sharp microwave, clean required. So again, when they do the oven, they're going to come around and do these items. So Beko, tray, and then the drum, speckles of mould present, empty and clean with no strong mould odour. No dents or damages. And then let's do the units. So the units are all closed. You do have an extra spare old light fitting present. Units are all closed. Cream with silver fittings. Let's open them all up. Just going to open them all up, showing the current condition. Obviously, when the cleaners do come, they will be giving the units another clean. I am touching the handles. They're not greasy in any kind of way. They're not sticky to open, but they will be freshening the units up. Okay, so I'm just going to go in and out, showing you they're all open. Majority of them are empty and with no damage. You do have a couple of items present, and then again a couple of items which will come in handy for yourself during tenancy. Again, there's no damage. We've got an old microwave glass plate under the sink. Units. And just got to do obviously the smoke alarm from in the living room. They're all open and closed fine. There's no damage to them in any kind of way. They're not water damaged either, which is brilliant. The handles aren't greasy, it's just the units will do another clean. So you have a clean, nice white net curtain, windows with no concerns and no damage. And then the flooring, this is another thing they're going to come and do, hoover and mop the flooring. They do have a couple of gaps in the slats, but that's no cause for concern. And you do have damage, I think, as soon as you walk in. So if I just put my foot there, you can have a look at the size of damage. But again, this is another thing that are going to come and hoover and maintain either today or before you officially move in. There you go, just showing there's no damage. There you go. You do have an out ringlet of where the bin has been and black scuff marks from where the bin hits the... See, that's that door again. The unit. And I'm just going to... And you can see there's a slight gap between the unit and the tiles. I'm just going to test the smoke alarm in the hallway, the living room. So I'm just doing the smoke alarm.
Maybe they're taking the battery out.